Okay, you just got to press the little accept or record. So I'm going to tilt this. Let me tilt it a little so you can see my feet. Okay, so Carol, did you have an opportunity to see the video that I sent with the basics?
Excuse me. No, not today. Not this
Okay, I'm going
time.
to put everything in a YouTube folder, a private, like it's just a private folder, like a folder for just this group, and you'll have all the videos there. So
Excellent. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Okay, so let's just get back to the Tai Chi and let's do some warm up. We have a little time. So this is Qi Gong exercises. Can you both hear me from here? Can you hear me from back there?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to do some warm up with Qi Gong. So this is like the lower body. This is called wagging the dog's tail. So we stand with both feet at hip distance apart. And this is where you tuck your tail under. So the rolls like sit down. Keep the knees open. And it's a wide stance for this one because I get sciatic nerve pain, and this helps a lot with sciatic nerve pain. So the shoulders are nice and relaxed. You put your hands on your hips. And the object, you're going to turn to your right, whichever is your right. I know it's your image. But your right, you're going to rotate your whole body, the pelvis, chest, and head all together entirely to the right. Go very slow. Rotate to the right. You should feel a lunge in the back of the left leg. Come back to the center. And now the other side, turn to your left. The torso, pelvis, and head all together. You feel a lunge in the right leg. Then come back to the center. Let's do one more. Be sure to keep the pelvis rolled under. Rotate all the way to the right. And come back to the center. And rotate all the way to the left. Everything to the left. And come back to the center. There's another one just to get the upper body warmed up. And we're just going to rotate the arms around the hips. So just swing your arms and stretch out, get your back nice and warmed up. Keep that posture with the tail tucked under. Shoulders and elbows nice and relaxed. So just swing. And then you're going to come up to shoulder level swinging. Keep the feet wide apart, swinging. And if you can look behind you to rotate without hurting yourself. And then swing your hands high above the head. Nice and gentle. Okay, coming back down to shoulder level. Keep swinging. And then around the hips. Okay. One more exercise. This is just touching the toes, but we're going to do it like slowly. So stretching upward. And then folding down, hands coming down past the knees and touching the ground if you're able. And the hands sliding up. And then reaching up. Hands folding down the body all the way to the ground if you can touch. And then the hands folding, sliding up the body. And stretch. Good. All right. Let's get into the Tai Chi. All right, so I'm not going to go any further than we did last time. I believe we had gone up to white crane, spreads its wings around there, or maybe brush left knee, but let's just go up to white crane, spreads its wings. So let's review and go through each movement slowly. So remember the body posture. Everything is on video, and I will pin that video on YouTube for all the body shape and the foot positions. So I'm not going to go over that now, but we're going to stand with feet at hip distance apart and make sure the pelvis is tucked under and the elbows and shoulders are nice and relaxed. You should feel space under your armpits. So you don't want your arms like that. Nice open round arms, shoulders relaxed. And we start with begin. Hands pushing up. And then pushing down, the hands pushing down. Grasp, next move. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift to the left leg and open your arms to either side of the hips. The right toe comes up on the heel and the body rotates the foot to the right corner. Yep. Shift the weight to that leg. And here's your ward off. Ward off left. Extend the left heel for the bow stance. Reaching forward, put your right hand over the left arm, grabbing your opponent's wrist. And rotating to the right wall, pull your opponent's wrist down by your hip. So it's like, so now you should be facing the top of your body, should be facing your right wall. From here, next move, ward off right. First, shift your weight to the right leg. And now the left toe, I'm going to step back a little. Now the left toe comes up and the body rotates the left toe counterclockwise. No, clockwise. Clockwise, a quarter turn. Shift the weight to the right leg. And now the right toe, the right foot is balancing on the ball. Your body and everything should fully be facing your right wall. Ward off right with the right arm. Extend the right heel now for the bow stance. And the left hand reaching over the right arm to pull their opponent's wrist. And now you stop with your fingers facing the forearm. So it's like, next move, roll back. So keeping your hands and your weight forward and your hands the same position, rotate to your right corner a quarter turn. From here, the right hand makes a stop sign to the corner and the left hand turns to face the ceiling. So this is what the hands look like. Okay. Now from here, this is a pull. You're going to take down. You're going to grab your opponent and pull him down by the left hip. Rotate to your other hip. Pull him down. Good. From here, your hand does ward off right. This is called the press. And the left hand goes inside the forearm. So put the left hand inside your forearm and press forward, facing the right wall. Press. Good. Next move. Push. Separate your hands. Keep your weight forward. Separate your hands facing the floor. Keep your knees open. Shift the weight back. The hands come with you. This is the push. Down to the rib cage. And push up. Facing the right wall. Next move. Single whip. So single whip. Shift the weight back. The right toe comes up on the heel. Rotate to your left. This is a throw, throwing the opponent. The right foot comes with you. Don't leave the right foot behind. Shift the weight to the right leg. The right hand turns to face you, and it makes the hook. Left hand turns to face you. It extends away from you, turn out to strike, and extend the left heel to strike. So the hands are at arm to shoulder level. Yep, good. So that's single whip. I'm going to go 2 more moves. I think we had gone up to white crane spread to swing, so that's as far as we're going to go. From here, the next move is lift hands and step up. So relax your hands. Shift the weight to your right leg. The left toe comes up and just rotates back toward the front a quarter turn, not fully. Shift the weight to the left leg. Both hands sweep in, right hand high, left low to the midsection of the body, and extend on the right heel. This is called an empty step. But this movement is lift hands and step up. But you're balancing. I'm going to step back a little so you can make sure you see. Balancing on the right heel and all the weights on the left leg. Lift hands and step up. Both hands at the midsection of the body. Good. Next move, white crane spreads its wings. Put the foot down, relax your feet, and relax both arms. Both hands float down to the left hip and rotate your body to the left wall. The right foot is not going to rotate, it's going to do a tap step. So this is where you pick up the right foot and you turn just a quarter turn counterclockwise to your left, just a quarter turn. So it should be facing your right, what was your left corner, and you're facing your left wall. Shift all the weight to the right leg and grab your ball. Right hand underneath the ball and left on top. The left hand on top is going to roll the ball toward you. And as the left hand comes down, it slides down to your left hip and sits on the bubbling spring of water. And the right hand wards off up above your head to shield the sun, which is in my eyes, to shield the sun from your eyes. The last part is tap on the toe. So this is white crane spreads its wings. This is like a defensive move. If someone is trying to choke you, this is how you would defend yourself. So that's white crane spreads its wings. Cool. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Let me just check in. Can everyone hear me, see me? And does anyone have any questions?
I can see you and hear you. Perfect.
You can't, Carol, you cannot.
I can see you and I can hear you perfectly.
Perfect, great. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the beginning. Just want to check the time. Yep. So feet at hip, we're going to start from the beginning. Feet at hip distance apart. Knees nice and relaxed. Don't let the knees roll in. Keep them out. Like you have the crotch open. And remember to tuck your tail under. Nice relaxed shoulders and some space in the armpits, so rounded. And the chest sunken in. All right, so the first is to prepare. The hands are at the seams of the pants. And to begin, both hands float up nice and slow to shoulder level. And then they press down to the hips, nice and slow. Keep breathing, always keep breathing, never hold your breath. Grasp the bird's tail, ward off left. Shift both hands to the outside as you shift the weight to the left leg. The right toe comes up and the body turns the right toe to your right corner. Put the toe down. Shift the weight onto the right leg. Rotate back to the mirror, the top of your body. Left hand wards off. So this is our ward off left. Left hand ward off like a half circle, protecting your body. And the right hand reaches over to grab your opponent's wrist. Extend the left heel for the bow stands. Put the toe down. Shift the weight first to that left leg. Now rotate the body to the right, and this right hand pulling your opponent's wrist, and your right hand sits on the bubbling spring in front of your right hip, and left hand wards off. The top of your torso should be facing your right wall. That's the direction we're going now. From here, next move, ward off right. Shift the weight to the right leg. The left toe comes up. Keep your hands the same for the moment. The body is going to rotate your left foot, which is balancing on the heel, a quarter turn to the right. So now your left foot should be facing your right corner. Shift the weight to the left leg. And when you do that, your body should correct itself. You should be fully facing the right wall now. Next, you're going to ward off right now. Right hand wards off. Right foot, you can do a tap step. Bring the foot in. Let me step back a little. Bring the foot in and extend the right heel, for the bow stance. Put that toe down, shift all the way to the right leg, and left hand reaching over the right arm to pull the opponent's wrist. And the hand finishes like this. I'm going to turn so you can see me. The left hand fingers facing the forearm upwards, like toward the ceiling. All the weight on the right leg. So next move, roll back. From here, the hands stay the same and just rotate your body to the right a quarter turn. From here, the right hand turns to do a stop sign to the right corner, and the left hand right next to it turns to face the ceiling. So this is what your hands look like. From here, the other half of the roll back, pull the opponent down, rotating toward your left hip. And now the next move, the press. Right hand warding off, guarding your body, and the left hand on the inside of the forearm. Rotate your body back to the right wall and press. Press forward, shifting the weight to the right leg. From here, next move, the push. Separate the hands, but remember to keep your elbows relaxed, hips relaxed. Separate the hands facing the floor and shift back to the left leg. Both hands come with you down to the rib cage and then push forward. This is push. Both hands pushing forward. Next move, single whip. First, shift the weight back to the left leg. The right toe comes up. And this is a body toss. You're going counterclockwise, but don't leave the right foot behind. The right foot rotates with you as you throw the opponent. Rotate all the way back to the front, the right foot. Shift all the way to the right leg. Now your body position. The right foot should be facing the camera as you started, and the left foot should be facing the left corner. So here are your hands. Both hands sweep in to the chest, facing the ground floor. Right hand turns to face you. Extend the right hand for the hook. Left hand turns to face you. Turn the left hand out to strike and extend the left heel to the left wall to strike for the bow stance and shift the weight to the left leg. So that's single whip. Next move, lift hands and step up. First, shift the weight to the right leg. Left toe comes up on the heel and just a slight quarter turn back toward the camera, toward your front. Now shift all the way to the left leg. This is going to be an empty step. The movement is called lift hands and step up. But this is an empty step. Both hands sweep in, right hand high, left hand low to the midsection of the body, and tap on the right heel. So all the weight, 70% of the weight is on the left leg and about 30% on the right, and the right foot is balancing on the heel. Next move, next move is right crane, spreads its wings. So from here, put that right foot down, relax. Keep the weight on the left leg. Both hands come down toward your left hip, and the body rotates to your left wall. The right foot's going to do a tap step in a counterclockwise direction, just a quarter turn. Take that right foot up and put it down, quarter turn to your left. Now shift all the weight to the right foot, right leg. The left is balancing on the ball of the foot, and you grab your ball, right hand underneath the ball, left on top of the ball. The ball is in front of your midsection, your torso. The left hand. Roll the left hand towards you like you're rolling the ball. The left hand slides down your body and sits in front of the hip on the bubbling spring. And the right hand wards off up to guard the sun from your eyes. Last tap of the left ball of the foot. So that's right crane spreads its wings. Okay, let's go back and do that one more time. A couple more times. We may have 2 more times to do that. I'm not going to add anything on because we'll wait for others. I know Megan said she couldn't be here this week. Gita said she couldn't be here this week, so we'll wait to go forward next week. But we're going to do that 2 more times, and then we'll do the Tai Chi, the story part. Any objections? Is everybody good?
Yeah, we're good.
We're
Okay.
good.
Okay. So starting with feet at hip distance apart. Nice soft knees open, and pelvis turned under. Hands at the start at the seam of the pants. The chest is sunken in, concave. And begin. Both hands floating up. Nice easy breathing, and the hands float down to hip level. Let's begin. Next move, grasp the bird's tail, board off left. Shift the weight to the left leg, and as you do, the hands open. The right foot comes up on the toe, balancing on the heel. Lift the toe. And the body turns the right foot a quarter turn to your right corner. Shift all the weight to the right leg. Left hand, board off. As you rotate the body back to the front to the camera. Right hand reaches over the left arm to grab the opponent's wrist. Extend the left heel for the bow stance. Put the toe down. Shift the weight to the left leg. And the right hand pulls the opponent's wrist. Body rotates to the right wall. So pull. Right hand comes and sits on the bubbling spring in front of your hip. And left hand is ward off, protecting your body. I'm going to step back just a little so you can see my feet. Okay. Next move, board off right. Shift the weight to the right leg and keep your hands the same for the moment. The left foot now comes up on the heel, and you're going to rotate to the right a quarter turn. The left foot rotates to the right corner. Shift the weight to the left leg. And now the right foot's balancing on the ball of the foot, and your whole body, everything should now be facing your right wall. Right hand is sitting on the bubbling spring. Now switch. Right hand wards off to protect your body. Left hand reaching over to grab the opponent's wrist, reaching over the right arm. First, do a tap step to get the right foot a little closer, and extend the right heel for the bow stance. Put the toe down and shift all the weight forward onto the right leg. Most of the weight is like 60%. Bow stance is 60% one leg, 40% weight the other leg. From the left, with the left hand, pull your opponent's wrist over your arm and hold it there. The fingers are facing the forearm. This is ward off right. Next move, roll back. Rotate, keep your weight forward. And rotate, keep your hands the same for the moment. And rotate the body a quarter turn to the right. So this is like your back right corner. You should be sort of facing your back right corner. Right hand turns to make a stop sign. And the left hand faces the ceiling next to it. Hands look like this. Here, the other half of the roll back. You have your opponent now. Pull him, grab him, shift the weight to the left leg, and pull the opponent down. So it's a rotation. Pull him down. Good. And shifting the weight to the left leg. The press. Right arm turns to guard your body, and the left hand goes on the inside of the forearm. Press, turn back to the right wall, and press forward. Shift the weight to the right leg, and press forward. Left hand is on the inside of the forearm. Okay, so let's go back to the roll back. So the hands are at the left hip. So both hands down by the left hip. Half the roll back and weights on the left leg. The right hand wards off. First, keep your weight on the left leg first. And the right hand ward off to protect your body. The left hand, put it on the inside of the other forearm. Yep. Now push, turn back to the right wall and press forward. Good. So Natalia, it's like this. Yeah, on the forearm. Yep, not too close to the wrist, in the middle. Good. Yep, and that's the press. Press forward. Good. Next move. Next move is the push. So while you're forward, separate the hands and let them as they face the floor. Your body should be facing your right wall. So the hands are facing the floor or the ground. Shift the weight back to the left leg, and the hands come with you down to the rib cage. Just shift first before single whip. This is the push. Shift the weight back, the hands come with you, and then push. Good. Next move, now single whip. First, shift the weight back to the left leg, the right toe comes up on the heel, and rotate to your left. Throw the opponent, right foot coming with you. Shift all the weight now to the right leg, and the left foot should be balancing on the ball of the foot. Yep. Hand sweep in. So all the weight's on the right leg, and the left foot balancing on the ball. The hand sweep into the chest, facing the floor. Right hand turns to face you. Extend the right hand for the hook. Left hand turns to face you. Turn the left hand out to strike and extend the left heel for the bow stance. Shift all the way to the left leg, and that's single whip. Next move. Lift hands and step up. Open your hands, relax. Shift the weight to the right leg. Remember in Tai Chi, it's always empty, full, so we're always shifting the weight. The left toe comes up, the left foot comes up on the heel. And rotate that left foot just a quarter turn back to the camera, it should be like your left corner. Shift the weight back to the left leg, and both hands sweep into the midsection of the body. Right hand high, left hand low. And now extend the left heel. This is called an empty stance. This is not both stance. It's an empty stance because almost all the weight's on the left leg behind. So this is lift hand and step up. Next and last one is the white crane spreads its wings. So relax your hands. Put your right foot on the floor, relax. Rotate the body to your left wall, and both hands go with you to the left wall. The right foot, you're going to do a tap step. Pick it up and do a quarter turn clockwise. And put the foot down. Shift all the weight to the right leg. Right hand sweeps up underneath the ball and left on top. All the weight's on the right leg. The left toe is on the left foot's on the ball of the foot. And you have the ball in front of your body. Yep. Grabbing the ball, right hand underneath, left on top. Right in the center of your body, your torso. Left hand, rotate the ball, and it comes down by your hip. Rotate, left hand comes toward the body, down towards your hip, sitting on the bubbling spring of water. And the right hand wards off upward and turns out to guard the sun from your eyes. So that's white crane spreads its wings. The last part, tap on the left toe. Okay? So let's actually, it's 7:34. I don't know if anyone has to leave early. We could do the sequence one more time, or we could go right into the story part. The next, just review. We're going to review. We won't go forward, but the review of the story part.
Yeah, the review of the story format. Yeah, I have
Okay.
to go. My husband is waiting for me to do something, so.
Okay. Okay, so we went up to part 4, I believe. So was it part 3 or part 4? So I think we went up to part 3. So part 1 of the story part, the screenwriting part, is the protagonist. That's yourself, your life, and how you see yourself. So as a protagonist in my life, I am the person that makes the mistakes. I'm the person that takes all the glory, takes all the action, or doesn't take action. Um, the person living this life. Then you have the antagonist. So the antagonist is the person that pressures you. They push you forward. They create friction. They see your flaws, and they challenge your flaws. So we talked about protagonist and antagonist, and we talked about the inciting incident. So the inciting incident is you're going along living for me, my dysfunctional life, and then something occurs that forces me to step out of that um, paradigm, to step into a new paradigm for healing. So in my story, I'm like for my TV show, which the flaw never heals. Your flaw, and my flaw is overcompensating, being codependent, giving to others without giving to myself, always putting others first. So in my story, my real life story, my mother passed away at the end of January, and my she left things in chaos. She appointed me the executor, but I have three siblings and a nephew who are all sort of slothful, living derelict lives. They don't work or do anything, and they were all living in the house. So the bills are going on, and this has been like sort of the inciting incident. So I am forced to step out of that paradigm to create new sources of income for myself because I've been paying my bills and her bills, to keep her house going. And that's sort of the inciting incident. The antagonists in my life are my siblings and my nephew, who's like 38. My siblings are all 50 years old and older, who are just expecting me to pick up where my mother left off with shouldering all the problems and situations and bills while they just lounge and, kind of sit around. So this has been what has forced me to show up better in my own life. So the flaw of codependence is probably never going to change. What's going to change is that I will give more to myself and not to others who don't give back. So that's sort of my story. So we have protagonist, that's you. We have your flaw. We have the inciting incident, what causes you, an incident that causes you to step out of your comfort zone, forces you out. And then you have the so antagonist, protagonist, inciting incident, and flaw. And then the inciting incident and flaw. So that's it. Protagonist, antagonist, the person or people or situation that causes you to step out. The inciting incident where your whole world is blown apart. You protagonist, okay? Protagonist, antagonist, inciting incident, and flaw. So if either one of you wants to go, I know Carol, you said you had to go early. If you would like to go and sort of restate that, let us know. It doesn't have to be your personal life. You could completely make something up and just
Okay.
let us know. Yeah.
Um, I would say, I would say the protagonist wanna be, make everything good for everybody else and unaware of their own flaws, and um, people take things wrong or right, whatever, but try to navigate that mentality or lack of it, of self-awareness of that other people can make decisions and respect those decisions and leave their own decisions played out, and they can live out their consequences without judging or putting any storyline in the story and be okay with it.
Great. Has there been an inciting incident, something that's like blown your world up and you have to um, change your behavior now? You're forced to heal, because it's just so much heat and
Yes.
problems.
Yes, for instance, my children, like, they are adults now. For in my mind, I had with them like, oh, when they grow up, they're gonna go to college, they're gonna be successful, who, which they are. But in my mind, they're gonna be by this time. One is 33 now, and the other one is 25. They're gonna be, married, having successful lives in my mind. Like, what is success for me? They have transformed that story in their own story. That successful for them is everything different. The small one, my little one, nah, but youngest, I may say, love to travel. She doesn't care about relationships. She just wanna live her life, have a job that pay off for that life. Don't care about success. Don't care about anything. She has a lot of talent, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you can live to your full potential, right now. She's fine. The oldest one is like have a very good job. She's a web engineer, but success for her is also not to my likeness. She doesn't care about relationship or anything like that, and she's fine with that. And she lives her life, whatever. She travels, she stays, she goes by. So for me, it's like I have to step back and just pray for them and let it be and love them the way they are and the way they are not. So that has been my storyline.
Hmm.
Success for which for me is a failure as a mother. For them
Oh,
is like, yeah, because the story that I have in my mind didn't play out
yes.
the way I like it, but I'm fine with it. I know I'm in charge of my own life. And hey, loving them. What can I
And sorry, Natalia, to have you go second, but are you there? And would you
Yeah,
like to share?
yeah.
Okay.
So tell me which one was the first? It was
So we have
protagonist.
you're the protagonist, in
Yeah,
your life. You're
yeah,
the person, living this life. Then the antagonist is a person or a situation, doesn't have to be a person, that
yeah.
um creates the friction, doesn't
Okay.
allow you. And then okay.
Yeah, so that I am the protagonist. The antagonist is both my daughter and my husband, that if I left it to their own devices, they would suck all my energy and have me running around like a chicken without a head, cooking for them and thinking of what they need to do next, if they fell asleep or if they're awake or if they're hungry or whatever else, completely distracting me from what I have to do. Um, that's the antagonist. The next one is the incident, right?
The inciting incident is where things just explode. You can't just coast along anymore. You have to change.
Yeah, the inciting incident for me is that, my daughter's doing school from home and there's always something. Either she's procrastinating. Yesterday, she thought she ruptured her ear and I had to run to the hospital, emergency room, 2 hours there, wasted my time, came back. I needed to make sure she ate. My husband needed to eat. It just doesn't work for me because no work is getting done and I don't have extra energy or time left for my business. So it's forcing me to put down boundaries and state what I want and be very firm whether they like it or not. I took the weekend and went to a conference and left food ready, but like to their own devices, they had to just figure it out. And
Mhm.
it's a major breakthrough for all of us because they survived and so did I.
Yes.
And everything, even though there was friction initially, everything sorted itself out. And we kind of up level as a family where they know, hey, if mommy's gone, we'll figure it out. I don't have to be upset. I don't need to be clingy. I don't need to resent. I just gonna figure it out myself, and they're all on their own, which leaves me room for me to focus on my business, my job, and my life. So I'm able to work out, go to bed early, not worried about who's eating and who's not eating and what I need to prepare for dinner, but they just go and prepare their dinner. So yeah,
Okay. So that for both of you, you and Carol and myself, now the story, our TV show for 6 seasons, 10 episodes per season, next 6 years, is figuring out how we craft the life that we want. Now that our life has exploded, now over the next 6 seasons, we'll have a story structure, 5 acts per episode. And you're going to figure out how you construct that life, who you have to confront, what boundaries you have to set in place, you know, who's going to push back constantly. Are you fearful of losing them, changing your relationship? So this is what it's going to look like going forward, five acts per episode. Okay, so we'll go over that next week. This was just recap. And hopefully soon, I'm sorry, what time is it? 7:45. Hopefully soon, the roses will start coming out. All of these are going to be roses behind me. So I'll be able to film that. But we're going to end a little early today. It's 1:15. If you guys don't mind. I know Carol has to go. She might have gone.
Just a quick question. Are we supposed to think
And
of
then
the next step?
we're going to resume next week.
I have a quick question, Kim.
Okay.
Are we supposed to think of what's next or just let it flow and kind of keep it in the back of our mind? Are we supposed to start creating that new life?
Yeah, let it flow because...
Okay. Oh, she froze.
She froze for me too.
Of course. Just when we ask the question. If she doesn't come back, we'll complete here.
Okay.
The problems, you know, that will happen
You
when you
froze.
try to implement.
You froze for a second there. You said, let it flow because, and then you froze.
Mm-hmm.
So after when you said let it flow because, then it froze. Can you repeat the last part?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so let it flow and start thinking about who's going to push back, thinking about the risks. What are you going to risk? You know, everyone's not going to go along with the way you want things.
Right.
So start thinking about what you're going to have to face, what you'll have to sacrifice. Are you willing to keep going forward in order to have this transformation? Do you love yourself enough? Do you love your family enough? And the rest, everyone you interact with enough to start transforming this so that, you know, we all have a certain amount of time on Earth. We can't keep putting over for the next day.
That's right.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that thought.
Me too.
Yep.
Very helpful.
So for joy and for happiness, I love this group because we're all about energy and transforming energy, and Tai Chi does that. I should do it more often, but I've just been so overwhelmed. But it transforms your energy, your mindset. You know, we're here for joy and for happiness. You know, not all the time, but for the most part, to cause ourselves joy, cause others joy. So the conflict, the anger, you know, it's all part of life, but we are in control. We want to be able to co-create with spirit, but to manage our lives and create a life that we truly love and desire.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Carol.
See you tonight if you can join us.
See you tonight at 8.
Okay, what time is it? 8 o'clock?
It's 8. Carol, I won't be able to join until 8:15. My client moved to today, so I'll be there 8:15. FYI.
Is this a chispa? Is it chispa?
No, it's a Nutri-Soon.
No, it's a Nutri-Soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you say Natalia? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can call you.
I'll talk to you. Yeah, talk to you on the other line. Take care. Bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.